Hey guys, it's Sarah from Book Nerds and Fangirls, and today I will be doing my review for Riverdale Season 4, Episode 2. Now, as some of y'all might know, I don't openly talk about Riverdale on my channel. I watch Riverdale, but I watch it whenever it's no longer relevant to the time. I'll watch it when it drops on Netflix, and I'll just binge watch it, but I've never watched it fully week from week because it drives me crazy. But I have a feeling that this season of Riverdale will be its best because it's their senior year, and they gotta, of course, it being their senior year, they gotta be dramatic over the top. I feel like season 4 is gonna be like their first semester of senior year, and then season 5 is gonna be like the second half of their season year. I don't necessarily want them to do that. I want them to condense senior year into a couple episodes so we can see what Riverdale does away from Riverdale High. Also, I'm a little intrigued is if they're gonna like stop Riverdale after a few seasons, because usually when high school teen shows get out of high school, they become a little less entertaining to watch and less relatable for teens. I know Vampire Diaries did this somewhat successfully, but that's because their show was about like something else besides teenagers in high school. Yes, they did include teenagers in high school, but they also included plot lines that you could scatter around that don't involve high school. And yes, Riverdale does have some interesting lines away from the school, but it would be interesting if they made a season of Riverdale and they all went away to college, and what it was like to be out of Riverdale, down their crazy shenanigans when they're out of Riverdale. But today I'm going to be watching episode 2 of Riverdale, seeing if season 1 was just so good because it was a Luke Perry tribute, or if it's going to be a season theme. I'm excited to see what the quote-unquote mystery for season 4 is, because as you know, it's Riverdale, so it's always going to have a mystery tied to it, or if they're gonna go with not having a mystery for a while, if they're just gonna go with it's senior year, all happy and non-dramatic, but it's Riverdale, so of course it's gotta be dramatic in some way. I feel like this is gonna like mostly be about taking down Hiram Lodge. Honestly, that's what I feel like this season is gonna be about. Be about finding how bad of a man Hiram actually is so we could take him down. That's probably what the season's gonna be about. But there's gotta be other things about this season. I mean, they went so hardcore for season 3. Their other mystery that it was crazy. So I feel like it's gotta be crazy and over the top to actually stay relevant in season 4, or else I'll be bored out of my mind and I'll move on to reviewing other stuff. So here we go. I'm going to be watching Riverdale Season 4, Episode 2 now. Now, I watch segments of the TV show and then I come back with my commentary. Luckily for me, CW has ads, so I do it every single time it has an ad, so my episodes aren't too long. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm gonna watch this episode and I'll come back to you guys with my thoughts. So let's get started on Riverdale Season 4, Episode 2. Okay, so far, it's alright. I wouldn't say it's the most entertaining episode of Riverdale, but it's just getting started, and it always starts off slow to me. So maybe it will get better. But so far, we're dealing with like this new principal at Riverdale High. I'm pretty sure, didn't Mr. Weatherby die? I think he died. Yeah, I believe he died too. I think he got poisoned or drank poison or something. something. Also, hmm. Also, they're late to their senior year and other stuff. And Veronica just pulled a fire alarm because paparazzi got in the school, and it's like, well, if I'm not gonna have my senior year ruined by a bunch of paparazzi, and yeah, paparazzi are blood-sucking leeches. They'll try to get to you anywhere. Apparently, like, ugh, just disgusting. But like the only thing that I was just all like, okay, I don't know why they decided to basically have like Veronica and Archie and Jughead and Betty have sex at the same time to Copycat by Billie Eilish. There's just something like totally ironic about that. I'm pretty sure the song was picked for irony. Irony because like two couples having sex at the same time and there was parallels to both of them having sex, and it was just like, oh, okay, we're going with this theme. I like the song Copycat, but no, I will never be able to look at the same after the Riverdale scene. I'm not a prude. Prude, I swear to God. It's just like, they do this a lot in Riverdale, I'm pretty sure. Sure, well, actually, no. I think they've only tried to do it like once or twice. But I'm just like, every time I have like a Bughead sex scene, I don't need a Varchi sex scene on top of it. Like, who's the most superior couple? Obviously, it's Betty and Jughead. Even though Betty and Archie are a ship themselves, I ship them as friends. I used to ship them as a couple, but then Jughead and Betty happened, and now I'm Team Bughead. Bughead. Don't even know why Barchi was a thing, but we'll see. So far, it's okay. So this episode is remarkably tame for an episode of Riverdale. I mean, it's all just about normal stuff. Like, you have the new principal that won't always approve of things that the old principal would have approved on. Cheryl tried to get a back-to-school dance approved. The new principal said no. So instead, she's hosting a back-to-school party at her place, which I think is a bad idea considering that she has her dead brother's corpse there, but that's another issue entirely. I'm waiting for someone to discover that and be like, yo, he's dead, why are you keeping his corpse around? That's a little sus right there. I'm waiting for that to happen. Also, there was a creep in the Riverdale locker rooms taking photos of Veronica, and even if, like, you got paid $500 to take a picture of this one person, why the fuck would you do it in a locker room where you could get in trouble? Because, you know, if this chick was, like, naked, I know she's gonna tell, but let's say she was naked, you would literally, that picture wouldn't be worth $500 because you would literally be in jail. One of those girls, if they hadn't had their towel on and you would have accidentally snapped them, now you're in possession of pornography, which is illegal. Illegal for you to snap a picture of anyone under the age of 18. So he would have been fucking thrown in jail, put on a sex offender list for the rest of his life for $500 of a photo. And he didn't think that through because he's a stupid teenage boy and he wants money. Might take this picture of this one chick, which, by the way, she could also sue for, because, you know, yeah, paparazzi do it all the time, but that's their technical job. And this kid, like, isn't the paparazzi, and he's just taking random photos of a person. Well, actually, is it photos or videos where you can't put people in without their consent, and if they say, hey, I don't want that this isn't consensual, then you had to blur out their faces. It's probably that. But still, it's not okay to take photos of people without their permission. You learn that at a very early age. I had to learn that at a very early age, and this guy should have too. But besides that, we also have this whole thing with like Reggie and his dad going like, "Hey, this your best isn't good enough," and then Reggie being pissed off and emulating his feelings on a mad dog, and then him trying to start a fight, and it was just like, ugh, Reggie's gotta get his shit together. I know he's under like so much pressure, but be better. Don't be a dick just because your daddy's a dick. That's what I always say. But besides that, it's actually a pretty tame episode of Riverdale. There's also a guy who's offering Jughead a spot at some prestige school for writers. I know why he's trying not to take it, because he wants to be with Betty, Archie, and Veronica his last year. But maybe he should really be considering his future too. I think this season is all about exploring like life after high school, and trying to prep for high school. I would like to see more high school related things in season 4, especially if they're doing senior year. Yeah, so far it's off to a good start. They have a little bit of stories trying to tie in together from the last season, because oh boy, do we have a lot of stories to tie up. But I don't know. What do you guys think? So, like, I really don't like this new principal in this school. First off, he puts the reputation of Riverdale High straight above the students of Riverdale High, which Riverdale High is so far down the hole, I don't think you're ever gonna be able to climb out of that shithole. But, putting that aside, your students should be the most important thing, and to go as far as to accuse a student of all these things, whether she did them or not, you have no business, you have no right, you're not a lawyer, you're not a judge, you're a high school principal, and I know you're trying to walk the straight and narrow, and this isn't any shade towards high school principals, it's just that you need to put your students first, and basically, this is a tabloid. You know how often tabloids lie and shit? How many times they quote they have inside sources, and the inside sources are shit? Like, tabloids take any truth, whether it's truth or false truth. They are never accurate. And when they are accurate, it's very loosely accurate. They take something and they run with it. So, as a principal, you should ignore tabloids. If you're any sort of real principal, you should know that tabloids bring up, like, the most unrealistic truth they can. Like, if you say you like tacos, they're gonna spin that story as much as they want. It could be like, you say, I like tacos, and they'll make it into, it's like making a mountain out of a molehill, basically, and that's what tabloids do. They spin the words you say into the own version of their story. So for a principal to be like, oh, this tabloid said this, and this about you, is very unprofessional, so I'm gonna cancel Principal Honey, and really hope we get a better principal for Riverdale High that actually cares about his students, but I doubt it, because Riverdale needs drama. Because why not? Also, like, when Veronica was, like, grilling Reggie about who the inside source was I thought, I was very shocked that Veronica would even think Reggie would do that after they dated for a while. Well, I know they were pissed about how they ended. how they ended, but still, I don't think Reggie would have done it. And then his black eye and his father beating him. There's nothing I hate more than a child abuser. It just makes me sick to my stomach and disgusted. Disgusted. Well, there is a lot of worse things out there, but that's definitely one of the most horrible things you could be in society. But it was just, I want to know where this storyline's gonna go. There's still so many unanswered questions, but it's episode 2, so they could be as far-fetched and convoluted. Also, like, Kevin getting the false information and going to Fangs about it, and then Betty just going like, oh, you're selling me out. I agree, like, it's stupid to sell Betty out for the farm, because the farm is very manipulative, and they don't give a shit about anyone who's in it. They just wanna, do what they do, and then drop you like you're nothing. Nothing. It's just, ugh. I'm just, I don't know, guys. We'll see. Okay, so, like, oh god. Honey is just annoying me by this point. Because not only does he give a shit about things that happen off of Riverdale property, high property, but he, like, tries to ruin all the fun in Riverdale, and that's just, like, the worst type of person. It's just like, oh, noise can. Oh, this little girl has a vendetta against me. Let's crash your party. It's like, how petty could you be, bro? Bro, also, like, I don't know. No, guys, it's just, Yeah, maybe. I would like to see this whole rivalry between Cheryl and Honey. Honey, I think it's gonna be interesting to see. It's just not like y'all know that Honey won't share Scarol. Honey won't scare Cheryl because we all have seen what Cheryl's been through. Honey don't even understand the half of it, so do not come after my girl Cheryl. Okay, she's been through enough. Can she not be happy for one season? One season. That's all I ask. But I don't know, I like how Effie crashed it. It's a lie, Jughead, boy, you better not be drinking whatever in that cup. And Jughead just like poured some beer out of the red cup. That was great. Great, I liked that. And it's just, I don't know, could everyone just be happy? And then, the whole Betty trusting Kevin with information after he just said prove that he can be trusted. Y'all know that he's gonna go snitch this information over to Fangs, and if he doesn't, then I'll just be like, wow, I'm impressed that he didn't snitch, but Kevin, get yourself together, and Betty, we know we can't trust our boy Kevin right now. Right now, he's been through some shady shit, and I know he was brainwashed and shit when this happened, but like, he didn't start off brainwashed, and then he, totally did all this shit to Betty, and I know he's apologized over and over, but, we gotta, give Kevin more than 3 months. I think this whole her trusting him is a little too soon. It takes a lot of time to recover besides 3 months after you just had a psychiatric break and you've been brainwashed. So, can we pretend that Kevin's not better? Better, please? Can we just, treat this as what it is? And be very cautious about what we tell Kevin? Kevin, just don't blow all your cover or else you'll never see your mom again. And I need Alice back in this show. She was one of my favorites. But, I don't know. We'll see how all this goes. Okay, so I'm not gonna speak much about the Reggie and his dad stuff because I feel like that plot line seemed a little too tied up and well done for my taste. My taste, you just can't stop someone who abuses you just by, like, talking it out. Talking out, like, this person is not a good person, and he will probably never be a good person. Honestly, so I didn't really like how that was handled and done. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. And then we're gonna go to Veronica, like, doing this whole press conference thing and showing the paparazzi, this is not how I'm gonna be betrayed. I'm gonna own up to all this shit that I did. Yes, I did this shit, but it was because of my father. Because I was under distress and I did what he wanted because he threatened me to do it. Do it like, yes, Veronica, just lay it out on the table and then talk to Honey about his shit. Call him on his shit. I need someone to call out Honey in this episode, or else I don't know what I'm gonna be doing about that. Also, what else can we talk about? Also, I do like the fact that not Veronica, Betty was telling Jughead, hey, you should go to this prep school. We'll get through it. We've been through worse. And I hope this isn't the thing that breaks them up. I really hope we're not heading towards a Bughead breakup, because they're my favorite couple on this show. Like, I know we already got, like, a Veronica and Archie breakup, but we already got, like, a Betty and Jughead breakup, and they're, like, the superior couple of Riverdale. Imagine if they broke up. Please don't break up. Buckhead's the only reason I actually watch the show anymore, so if they broke up, I'd be like, ugh, I'm going back to watching it on Netflix until they're done fighting and get back together, because, you know, I'm a Bughead shipper, so of course. So let's go ahead and continue this episode. I think I only got, like, one more segment left to do, and then we're done with this Riverdale episode, so fingers crossed. So Cheryl just, like, totally put a beehive up in Honey's office, and I'm just like, obviously he's gonna know that's her, because, like that whole joke of, your name might be Honey, but I'm still Queen Bee. Obviously he's gonna know that she's the one who put it there because of that comeback, and, like, he can expel her for doing that. She has, like, no real power over it, but I don't know, we'll see about that and everything, but it was like, oh god, Cheryl, why you're gonna get caught, and he's gonna expel your ass, and then we're gonna have to deal with Cheryl trying to get back into Riverdale High, even though, like, she just put a beehive in a principal's office, which would get you expelled, or at least suspended for, like, 3 days. And then I love the whole, oh hey, I hope you're not allergic, like, oh my god, that would suck. And then Veronica changing her last name from Lodge to Gomez because she wants nothing to do with the Lodge name. Was it Gomez? No, it was Gonzalez. I'm sorry. I corrected myself. I don't really know if it goes together, but, you know, it's her last name. She could change it if she wants to. I actually like the idea of her changing her last name so she doesn't have to own the Lodge name, because it's done nothing but cause her trouble throughout her life. So I like that. Also, what else do I like? Like about it? And that ending, I totally, like, didn't see the fact that Jughead's grandfather went to this prep school, and I think this prep school is gonna be tied into why Jughead is missing at the end of season 3. Or what happened to Jughead. And because obviously he's missing from what we saw, and I'm just all like, Jughead better not die this season, or else I'm through with Riverdale. I'm just like, no, Jughead cannot die. None of the 4 main cast could die, okay? Okay, and to think this happened because, like, Cole Sprouse got too cold on set one day. Damn, one come out is, like, legit awesome. But, I don't know. There you guys have it. That was my review for Riverdale Season 4, Episode 2. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I wasn't as invested in this episode as I was a Luke Perry episode. I just felt like this episode was very simple, very not too crazy and over the top like most Riverdale episodes are. I like how we're going back and selling to the original season 1 of Riverdale when everything was just mysterious and about high school and new and not crazy like seasons 2 and 3 were. I think I like how we're going back to that. But there's always room for crazy, so we'll see how this pans out. Also, you know, I think the information that Kevin gave Betty, I believe that will be probably false. False, because I can't trust Kevin. I didn't hear that conversation between him and Fangs. I didn't see that conversation. Obviously, it's gonna be a lie, because if you don't see things in Riverdale that didn't truly happen, whenever a character says, I did this, this, and this. They obviously are lying because we didn't see it on the screen. So when Kevin says that he talked to Fangs and told me information that Betty told him and admitted the rest, I don't believe him. Because we didn't see that. So obviously, it's gonna be a trap. They're setting Betty up for failure, and I don't know why Kevin is doing this. Obviously, he's still brainwashed. Obviously, he still loves Fangs, but like, dude left you high and dry, so obviously he ain't worth shit. In my case, don't go back to a jackass just because you're lonely. That's the moral of this episode. Right here. So that was it, you guys. That was my review for Riverdale Season 4, Episode 2. I really hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow I will be doing Legacies and maybe Nancy Drew. I'm a little less excited to do Nancy Drew, so I might save it for Friday. Friday when I'm off and need something to review. But Legacies will definitely be next. Because, you know, new changes to Legacies might be just as okay-ish as Riverdale Episode 2. So I give seasons like 5 episodes to get interesting, and you could tell a season's mood by the first 5 episodes, whether it'll be boring as shit or entertaining. And I really hope these seasons become more interesting and don't bore me to death, because I'm in it for the long haul. So I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you have not already. Turn on your post notifications, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!